Good morning. My name is Eric Campbell. This is for class Ftt221, week 3, assignment 1. I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to get started. Okay, I got the gun in the vise. It's nice and sturdy. It's level. I've already checked level. I already set the scope rings in order to get the proper eye adjustment for I already set it up to where when I put the scope in, it'll be adjustment for the eye. But what I'm going to do after I've already checked the level, I'm going to put the pins in, and we're going to put the pins in, line them up, somewhat line them up, let's put it that way. Then we're going to tighten them down where it is semi spaced on each, not completely tight because we're going to still be able to remove them, but good enough to check the alignment. All right. So they're solid in there. And as you can see, they're not aligned. So what we're going to do is we're going to lap them. So loosen them up just a bit. Just so we can remove them. Yeah, they are not lined up. So what we're going to do is we're going to lap them. So I'm going to get the scope rings ready for lapping. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, so I've applied a generous amount of lapping compound in the bottom ring and the top rings, just like it said in the lab. I'm going to put those back together, and then we're going to start lapping. Okay, when I watched the video, it said to put a generous amount of lapping compound on the front before you start, before you put it in there. So I've placed it in there. We're going to slide it through. Then we're going to place a generous amount on the back side. As we're sliding it through. We're going to tighten these up. Not tight enough not to turn, but just tight enough to move it. So we move it back and forth. In and out. Make sure that we tighten up as it goes. To not completely be loose, but enough where we can still lap and still get enough pressure where we can still be able to turn it. All right, I've been doing it for quite a while. Seems like we're making good progress. So we're going to take it out, check our progress. So I think we've got what we needed. I'm just cleaning the parts right now. We're going to get all this lapping compound off of here, and I'll be right back with you. All right, I got all the cleaning compound taken off of it. As you can see, super shiny. We made a lot of progress. And the one thing I didn't mention, before I took these off, I marked them with the marker just to ensure that they go on the exact same way. So, and I already caught myself. If I wouldn't have marked them, I'd already had them backwards. So, all right, I'm going to put it back together and put the scope on. All right, this is my pins after lapping, and they absolutely do line up. I'll be right back. All right, when I'm putting the scope mount on, I always make sure that I use a little bit of blue thread lock. Always blue, never red. Right back. All right, now it's time to tighten the screws on the actual scope. I used 2 levels here. As you can see, I made sure that the gun is actually level, and I want to make sure that the scope is actually level. So I ensure that each one stays level as I'm torquing these screws down. And in accordance with the manual, it says 18 pounds of torque. I don't really have a torque wrench, but if I had a torque wrench, it would be at 18 pounds. So I'm using a star pattern just to ensure that all the bolts or the screws are tightened evenly. And when you're done, everything should be level. All right, overall, we're done. That's lapping. That's for class Ftt221, week 3, assignment 1. Thank you very much. Have a great day.